Hi, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Let's pull some oracle cards and check into the energies of love and romance right now. So the first one we have is Fairy Godmother, Revelation, Discovery, Epiphany. So it feels like someone has come to a point of recognition within themselves that it is futile to resist their feelings for you. They may have tried to take a slow and steady approach to the situation, trying to use logic to sort of map out a plan of action, maybe trying to control the outcome of the circumstance between the two of you. And there's a sense of, I cannot resist the power of these feelings. I cannot resist the power of your attractiveness, my draw to you, your magnetism, what you do to me inside, who I become in your presence. And so it feels like they are also recognizing that there's a window of opportunity that is open between the two of you that has been divinely orchestrated, or it's kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And so there's a sense of they don't want to hesitate anymore. They don't need more time to think about things. They don't want to explore other options. This is someone who's getting ready to take a bold step towards you, kind of working up the courage to knock on that door and open up to the possibilities of something more between the two of you. So this can be a confession of feelings for the first time, or even kind of stating long-term plans and intentions that they have for you in the connection. So becoming more exclusive with one another. This could be somebody that's getting ready to ask you to move in with them, or even ask you to marry them for some people. And we also have the Fairy Norn, Patience, Planning, and Cooperation. So this is the idea of a fated connection between the two of you, and somebody who wants to take destiny into their own hands. They may have asked for a lot of signs and synchronicities, or almost kind of like double-checked or second-guessed sort of their intuition in the past in the situation, and it's like all signs point to this is the right circumstance. You're the right person for them. If there's work that needs to be done on their part to kind of manually align the stars to their liking, then it's a sense of they want to dive in deep. They want to do that heavy lifting and that hard work, and not wait for kind of the perfect opportunity or the ideal circumstances. But it's like the time is now to press forward with a deepening of your connection with one another. They're seeing you as a divine gift and a divine blessing, somebody that is helping them to have hope for the future, as opposed to become very overwhelmed with what they have going on in their life at this particular point in time. And this might have been somebody that was kind of jaded, kind of pessimistic as far as love and relationships were concerned. Entering into the process of getting to know you, they might have not really had very high expectations, kind of like everything always falls apart. Sooner or later, everybody leaves, or they get to know the real me and then I'm rejected. But you've continued this slow and steady progress with one another, where the heart space is really winning at this point in time. They're following their heart. They're going to let their heart take the lead. There's no more reason to exercise the discernment that had been in place up to this point in time, because it's somebody who has learned from their losses in love in the past. And it's like, I don't want to go through those cycles again. I don't want to repeat that process of like getting my hopes up only to be let down, have to pick up the pieces, reinvent myself. There's a sense that they've gone through that at least on one occurrence previously with like a significant connection. And so this is somebody who's like once bitten, twice shy as far as love is concerned. But with you, there's a sense of they feel comfortable in your presence. They feel confident about what the future holds for the two of you and what you're able to co-create with one another. So again, this is the idea of kind of like discussing long-term plans, where they see you in their future, a conversation that they've been wanting to have for quite some time, that they've been sort of fine-tuning within themselves, working up the courage, working up the nerve to express these things out loud, let you know how it is that they really feel, and to open that sort of dialogue between the two of you. As it feels like now they're ready to hear your truth as well. It could have been somebody that was a bit afraid or overwhelmed when you started opening up about things emotionally. They might have felt like pulled towards you when you would admit to things or tell them things, or sort of direct the connection towards something else, or your interactions towards more of like emotional matters. They might have pumped the brakes or kind of backed off, sort of pulled their energy back and left you in a state of confusion. Like, what are they really thinking? Do they really want to be with me? Are they just playing mind games? Are they, just in this for a temporary circumstance, and then they're going to move on? They're going to keep their options open and find someone else. And so this is someone that's aware of the fact that they have sowed seeds of confusion within you, and they're wanting to provide you that clarity to really sit and hold the space for you to just sort of be there, flow in your emotions, express your deep personal truths, let your feelings be known openly without them running away or without them kind of allowing their inner critic to sort of ruin the moment or dissipate the magic between the two of you. We also have the solitary, dedication, self-love, and focus. Yeah, so again, this is somebody who wants to become exclusive. They want to become mutual. Might even be somebody that wants to ask you out for the first time. They want to transcend the boundaries of like coworker, friend, acquaintance, crush, secret admirer. And it's the sense of almost like, I want to get up close and personal with you. I want to interact with you on a deeper level to where there's no mystery left. There's nothing that remains kind of hidden or unsaid as far as what I've come to understand at this particular point in time that I feel about you, that I feel about what our future can hold with one another. It's like they set you apart. You're very different from anyone that they've ever met before. And so any kind of skeptical energy, any sort of like heightened discernment or, extreme guardedness or caution that they had kind of proceeded forth with you in the past, this is somebody who's ready to leave that all behind and open the doors to love flowing freely between the two of you. Allow those expressions, allow those kind of like tender moments. They may be even getting ready to do something very sweet, something that kind of lets you know, hey, there's a romantic that lives in me and you've awakened that person. And so I'm ready to pour forth into you in this situation to let you know that you matter, to let you know that our time together so far has been significant and meaningful. And I don't just want those memories to be limited or to stop with these memories that we currently have, but I want to build something more with you in the future. We also have bliss, contentment, satisfaction, and security. Yeah, so you light this person up from the inside. It feels like people in their life have noticed the positive impact that you've had on them. They're looking better. They're more optimistic. They're more present in their other interpersonal relationships. And it's all since starting to spend time with you, opening their heart and mind to the possibilities between the two of you. It's had a very palpable effect upon them. Time spent in your presence, or even if they're just kind of sitting there watching you from afar, admiring your photos or watching you on social media, and then they come away from those experiences and they see other people in their life, there's a sense of almost a smile that they have that can't be wiped away. There's a sense of their energy is just shining so brightly, and it's almost like they're picking that up from you. Your energy is of joy and positivity is just very contagious, and it's affecting this person in a very outstanding manner that people in their life are deeply appreciative for your presence in their reality. Whether or not they have like all the details of your circumstance, for a lot of people, this person might have confided in people close to them. Hey, I met someone. Hey, I think this is really going somewhere. I think this might be the one. This could be the relationship that I've been looking for. This person's different than anyone I've ever known. And even the way they talk about you, they light up in such a manner that it feels like even the most skeptical and kind of conservative people in their life that, might be sort of all business when it comes to personal relationships are the least romantic individuals you could think of. They are noticing something sweet and they're encouraging this. It's kind of like, oh, isn't that sweet? Isn't that lovely? You seem to really enjoy this person. They seem to really be adding to the measure of your existence. This might even be where some people in their lives are starting to believe in love or believe in love again, or a different kind of love. The idea of soulmates is kind of entering into this energy as well. And, people around them, almost somebody may have suggested to them, or these people may be thinking in the back of their mind, I think this person's met their soulmate. I think that it's more than just kind of someone they're compatible with, but this connection, whatever is like happening right now, it's truly bringing out the best in this individual that we love and care about. And if you've met people close to them, their friends or family, it's almost like when they see the two of you together, there's an energy that is just otherworldly in the best possible way. It's almost like people might get very quiet within your presence and sort of just admire the two of you, admire this kind of extraordinary spiritual bond that you share, or the way that you just kind of, you merge so seamlessly with one another. You play off one another's strengths, you compensate for one another's deficiencies. It's like witnessing the best versions of both of you kind of coming online in real time, and it's very awe-inspiring and very sweet to a lot of people in their life who are giving them a lot of encouragement to go for this, invest in this connection, do what they need to do in order to solidify the bond between the two of you. We also have Ragnarok, destruction, ending, and final moment. Yeah, so this is the energy of closing out a chapter between the two of you, an understanding that you had, feelings that had been held back, or just a sense of, again, somebody who might have been second guessing their heart space and kind of like, I need to think about this. I need to take my time. I remember in past relationships where, my heart wanted something and I rushed forth to my peril. And so it's almost like not wanting to repeat those mistakes of the past has led to kind of a slow climb within this situation so far. But this person is at the point of resolution, like enough is enough with that. I've satisfied my need to sort of take my time. I've satisfied my need to sort of sit back and let things digest between the two of us. Somebody might have been like testing this connection as well, sort of like, okay, things are great when I'm participating, when I'm cooperative, when I'm open, when I'm friendly, when I'm in a good mood. But what happens when, I withdraw within myself? What happens when I'm not in the best spirits? What happens when I'm stressed, when I'm under pressure, when I'm not feeling well, when I'm worried about things, when I kind of just turn away for no good reason at all? Are you still going to be there? Are you going to chase after me, or are you self-sustaining? Can you almost like redirect your energy toward things you have going on in your own life? Can we ebb and flow very seamlessly with one another in both the good times and bad? And so it feels like they've satisfied that kind of need to know. Beyond just the lovey-dovey feelings, does this connection really have the recipe that it takes in order to create something long-lasting, healthy, mutually fulfilling to the two of you? And the answer is yes. They've reached this place where they don't need to think about this anymore. They don't need to evaluate. They don't need to test this situation. So this is the idea of closing that door to holding themselves back and really stepping into an energy of finally giving the microphone to the heart space, finally allowing kind of that emotional center that is so naturally drawn to you that it feels like it's taken a lot of energy and effort for them to restrain themselves up to this point. And it's almost like those restraining energies, there's no more need for that. There's no more good reason. It's no longer justified. And so this is someone, it feels like they're getting ready to step up their efforts towards you, provide a lot more kind of clarity, a lot more romance, kind of the benefits and the incentives of being with this person or who they are as an individual. They're comfortable enough now that they're wanting that to kind of take the place of sort of a colder stance or more of a detached or mysterious stance that they've taken with you up to this point. We also have Elven Touch, recovery, comeback, and revival. Yeah, so this is the kind of the sense that if, they've been testing this connection, or maybe, they legitimately had like other things going on in their life and there wasn't a lot of time to spend with one another. It's been kind of quiet, kind of uncertain what the future holds between the two of you. This is somebody that wants to come back and kind of make up for that. Provide something, present something, or just change the pace of how they're relating to you in a way that lets you know that they value you, they cherish this connection, the history that you have with one another, the memories, the experiences. These are all kept in a very sacred and treasured place within, and they're not just wanting to kind of leave it at that and move forth with their life. There's a sense of, I want to build more memories with you. I want to have beautiful experiences with you. I want to sort of work on the fine details of this connection, to experience more of those sunny moments with one another, more of that joy, more of that authenticity. So this is somebody that's no longer holding themselves back. This is somebody that's getting ready to restore your faith in their intentions towards you, or maybe make those intentions known very clearly and openly for the first time, that will let you know it's the right decision to participate with them, to continue to hold on to hope in this situation, to continue to be open-hearted and open-minded about this circumstance, because it feels like you're getting ready to experience a different facet of them than they have shown consistently up to now. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.